Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday. And oh my goodness, it is a Friday. Thank you, Lord. It's been a rough week. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. It's been a rough week for the Boston Celtics, too. I mean, goodness gracious. I've been making fun of the B-League all late. The JV squad over there in the East. The Celtics, they lost last night. Could you imagine having the Celtics minus 700 on the money line and losing that game? It is embarrassing. Jason Tatum, are you really a superstar? Jaylen Brown, are you worth that much money? I don't know, man. But we're going to talk about with Jay Ham today because at 11:30 we have Jay Ham, the historian, coming in. And my man always gives a very, very interesting perspective on basketball. He brings the past to the future. And we're going to talk about what is the future with the Boston Celtics and why is the East so bad. I'm also excited because, you know, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, Drizzy.
Bingo.
They're the ones that have beef right now. You know that, right? Well, guess who else has some beef? Shannon
Rick
Sharp.
Ross and somebody else.
Wait, Rick Ross has beef?
I saw somebody dropped a diss track against Rick Ross last night, I think.
Isn't Rick Ross like into the wings?
Yeah, he has like a partial ownership of Wingstop.
That's right. Yeah. Rick Ross, man, he's got beef. But Shaquille O'Neal and Shannon Sharp have beef now. They're going at each other. And I think it's fascinating. You know it, let's say 12 o'clock today. We'll do a little bit of Hardwood. We do 12:30 Hardwood, Monday through Thursday. But you get wood early on a Friday. So at 12 o'clock, we're going to give you some crazy stories, some good wood. We're going to have a lot of fun. Also today, you know, the two most amazing degenerates in the history of the world. The fact that they're still here is almost a miracle in itself. They'll join us at 12:30. We have T-Money, Uncle Brasky. They will join us because we have all kinds of fun bets to get to, and we need to make some money. The Darius Garland 2+ 3-pointers over 1.5 was easy money. Easy money. That was beautiful. It was just beautiful. Oklahoma City, not so much. It was, like yesterday was a good day, except for the fact that I have to also tell Mr. Dacus why I don't like technology.
Why is that?
So, everybody out there, this is my therapy session right now we're going into.
Lovely.
I have 2 phones. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
So one of them I use for gambling and other degenerate things. Mm-hmm. One of them I use for work. Mm-hmm. That's why I have 2. My work phone, I don't have like an Apple ID thing or any apps or anything. It is literally for you to call me. Oh no, what's going wrong? I'm coming to work to do things. The other phone is one I keep on me because I do a lot of awesome stuff. Well, yesterday I dropped my phone. I didn't think much of it. I've had this thing for a while, you know. Well, my geolocation went out. Did you know that you can't bet when your geolocation goes out?
Because they can't tell where you're at.
So I left yesterday. I went to the half shell, and Mr. Dacus can attest to you. I made a couple big swings yesterday. And
of course, you did. You
I got a
little. You left.
Yeah, he showed me. I just showed you one of them. And when I got to the half shell, I got a little bit of Tito's in me.
Of course.
I got a little bit, I started looking at these games a little bit more, and I felt that the Darius Garland 2+ 3-pointers over 1.5 was probably the lock of the century. And since I've been with Chas, I've never swung this big.
Jeez.
And now Dacus will tell you, when I say I swing big, I swing big.
It's very uncomfortable.
He doesn't like it. I love
hate
it. I even reached out to my baby brother and said, hey, bro, I need to borrow X number of G's. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I know you got it, homie, because my brother, he's that dude. He's a hoarder. And he's like, all right. So my brother sends it to me.
Jeez.
And guess what happens? I get all this money into my account.
You can't bet.
And I'm pushing Darius Garland to have over one. It was 2+ on the BetMGM. It was if he made 2 3-pointers plus whatever over 2, you get X number of dollars back. My dollars that were going to come back was about 78, 80, to be honest with you. Okay, I didn't mean to swing you. Anyway, point is, my phone didn't work, and I couldn't get it to work, and I couldn't get it to work, and I couldn't get it to work. So then all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, maybe this is a sign that I'm not supposed to bet this. And the game comes on and I don't get my bet in, and then I watch it. And Darius Garland goes the bleep off. The Cavaliers beat the Celtics. My man hits what, 4?
Yeah.
4 3-pointers? Mm-hmm. I cried last night. Like, I haven't cried in a long time. I swear to you, I cried. I was like, why, God, did you? And it's not God's fault. It's the damn cell phone's fault.
That's right, Steve Jobs. We blame you.
Whoever you are, Mr. Apple. Was it Tim now in charge?
It's now Tim. Yeah, that's right.
Tim. I don't like Tim no more.
I'm actually shocked that you know that.
I don't know his last name, but I know it's Tim because he's kind of a goofy looking dude. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, he looks like he would run
Tim
Apple.
Cook.
Tim Cook. Yeah, Tim Cook, I hate you. So that was probably the most difficult thing in the whole wide world. And then the second most difficult thing in the world was since Garland hit, since my baseball game hit yesterday, and remember I had Oklahoma City, I thought to myself, this is a sign I need to pull my money out. Do you know that it wouldn't let me pull it out?
Oh, no.
So not only did I just miss out on $8,000, I couldn't pull out. I didn't mean to give the numbers, but not only did I miss out on $8,000, I couldn't even pull out the $1,500, and then I ended up losing it on Oklahoma City.
Oh no!
So I woke up this morning and I honestly feel like I got robbed.
I
Basically,
honestly,
just
you did.
short of $10,000.
Oh jeez.
Rio, Corbin, I love y'all. I was planning to take y'all to Miami in June.
No.
Guess I'm going to have to swing big this weekend.
Guess so.
So we're going to give you some bets at the end of the show today. The very last segment of the day, I'm going to give you my bets on the weekend. And I don't think I'm going to swing that large by any means. Not even close. These bets only come around, like where you feel that confident, once every 3 to 5 years. And I know that Tito's did help me, getting a little bit more excited, but I did put in the work yesterday. Darius Garland 4 for 5 from downtown. The Cavaliers beat the Boston Celtics 118-94. And I'm going to tell you right now, I told you we were watching the JV League. The Boston Celtics are supposed to be the best damn team in the East. They are soft as baby poo. Jason Tatum is the most overrated superstar in sports. Yes, he had 25 points. But bro, like, when did you take over the game? You didn't. By the way, I also want to ask you, Jaylen Brown, what the hell were you doing last night, brick shooting sucker? Like, that dude couldn't hit a shot to save his life. We're going to give you $300 million to be terrible. Man, I can't believe I'm saying this. Boston could not beat a single team remaining in the postseason over there in the West. I'm sorry. It is amazing to me. And I love Jalen Brunson. Watching what he's doing, I'm not trying to sit there and say that it's not impressive what like these individuals are doing. But if we want to talk collectively as a team, the teams in the East are the junior varsity. People don't go to JV games for a reason. They go to the varsity games because guess what? Same kids in the same school, that team's better. In the East is just pathetic. I mean, I really, truly believe it. It's pathetic. And then the other thing that's pathetic to just see how many people. Who's going to play for the Knicks? Who the hell is going to play in that game? Have you heard? You know who's not playing?
OG
Anunoby will not be in that game. You know Mitchell Robinson's out at least 6 weeks, so guess what?
he's
He
done.
ain't playing the rest of this season. You know who else is hurt?
Brunson.
Brunson's going to be a game-time decision. And from what, if you watched any of the shows this morning, like I did, angry, they don't even feel like Jalen Brunson is probably going to play. Bohan, their 3-point dude, he's out. Julius Randle hadn't played in so long that you might have forgot he was on the Knicks. Who the hell is going to play? They were only playing 7 players to begin.
Jericho Sims.
Josh Hart is averaging more than 48 minutes in the postseason. I want you to think about that. There's only 48 minutes in a damn game. My man's averaging 48 and a half minutes a game because of a overtime.
Precious going to get more minutes. How about that? And Jericho Sims.
Precious Achua the other night made me want to shoot him.
That's too bad.
When that big rebound that he had, and then he had to put back, and he scored, and it just basically buried me.
Yes. So good. He did something good that made you.
He did something good.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't upset with him. I mean, it is, wins, losses,
Precious.
things happen. Precious. Hey, man, former Tiger, bro.
That's right. Go Tigers.
I heard you and Dave talking about the Tigers today.
Yeah, we were rapping about the Tigs.
Dave really likes Collierville.
Yeah, no, it was his first time out of Rotolo's. Doesn't sound like he hangs out around
Chicago
Collierville very
pizza
much.
sucks.
Don't
Deep
tell
dish
him
pizza
that.
sucks.
Don't
I
tell
know,
him.
no, he loves it. I think it is disgusting.
Chicago guy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the deep dish. I really don't. New York me all the time. But Dave did a great job, by the way, last night because he was out there. He hosted the event. He had
did.
Coach Silverfield, Coach Penny was out there. Heck, Jeff Crane, the interim athletic director, was out there.
That's right.
They even had the rifle coach,
Rifle
Morgan
coach.
Phillips.
How about that?
So it was a great thing. I heard y'all talking about it. Penny feels really good. Dave said that Penny told him that he's going to have a player that wows him.
Yeah, who knows who that's going to be?
Man,
I'm excited.
Kind of gets me excited. It gets me really excited. But yeah, I didn't know Collierville had all that stuff out there either.
They just built it.
Oh, it's just brand new. And by the way,
That little
crumble
square is
cookie,
brand
man, if
new.
they ain't got ganja in it, I don't need no cookies, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're good.
I love ganja cookies. Do
They're
you eat
big,
normal
though.
cookies?
I eat crumble cookies all the time. Me and Melinda, you're gonna think me and Melinda are like the most obese people ever.
They're actually
'Cause
skinny.
I
which
tell
is-
you-
Can I just tell you something? Wait 20 years, bro. You'll be fat as hell.
I'm sure. But I always tell you about how we go to Chick-fil-A all the time.
All
but,
the time.
We on Sunday nights, because Crumble, I don't know how much you know about Crumble, but they do week-to-week menus. So like every
Oh, I
week
know
they
all
have
about it.
Have a different menu.
You know, Crumble's down the street. It's across the street
I
from the
see,
half
I
shell.
see. Yeah, it
Remember?
sure is. You're right.
It's next
Yes,
door.
it is.
It's like right next to
Yes.
Torchy's.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So me and Melinda, we know they drop the new menu at 7 o'clock on Sunday nights. So we know at 7 o'clock we go onto Twitter and we look at the new menu to see if they have a cookie that we want to try. Every week. That's tradition.
My man eats French fries,
Uh-huh.
chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A,
Uh-huh.
and he loves crumble cookies. And you weigh about, what, $160?
No, I weigh like 185.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you are tall.
Yeah, I'm tall. So it
How
fills-
tall
it fills
are
out.
you?
I'm 6'2".
Oh, you can play shorty ball.
Yeah, just made the cut, just barely.
By the way, if y'all don't know what shorty ball is, it's about to storm the entire country. 8.5-foot goal, 6'2" and under. If you're 6'3", you can't play, bro.
So I just make the cut.
But 6'2" and under, you can play. And we use a women's basketball because I can palm a women's
That's right.
basketball. It's not the small ball; it's a women's basketball. Go watch Caitlin Clark;
Sure.
she's pretty popular. But the man's ball, I can't palm that joint. And an 8.5-foot goal, I can dunk all over that sucker. 10-foot goal, can't do it. So it's called shorty ball. It makes us feel like we're big. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, just one other side note. Did you know that they're now expanding the whole entire WNBA and they're putting a
Toronto's
team in
getting a team.
Toronto?
Yeah, how about that?
Like,
Oh, Canada.
can I ask you a question? Is Caitlin Clark going to be our next president?
Maybe.
Bro,
Who
at
knows?
the pace that this girl's going, she herself has turned women's basketball this year. If you don't remember, more people watch the women's game than the men's national championship. You do remember that. And what was it, 4 million more?
Yeah.
Think about that. They never, ever had chartered flights. Caitlin Clark now has the WNBA spending $50 million over the next 2 years to make sure that all these women have a chartered flight. Not only that, they're now expanding a team into Canada. And she's got her own shoe. Caitlin Clark for president. I mean, if it's not this year, it's when she's done playing, right?
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, she could do just as good as these dumb.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got like a lunatic and a dementia patient.
Fight of the century.
No, the fight of the century, I think, is going to be Shannon Sharp and Shaq. Did you see any of this?
No, I did not.
I cannot wait to talk about this. You know, Shaq said to Nikola Jokic, I mean, he said it to his face. He told him that he thinks he's great, loves him, thinks he's amazing. But he said that he thinks Shea should have was more deserving of the award instead of him.
Yep.
Boy, Shannon Sharp went off. He said, Shaq should have 5 MVPs. That's how he sees it. Sees guys like Nikola Jokic not nearly as dominant as him. He's just jealous. Bro, he went in even more on him, and he said if Shaq had any work ethic, he would have passed 40,000 points. He said the Shaq that was just born great and didn't work. Man. Like, that's one thing.
A little legend on legend crime.
Like, dude. And Club Shay Shay is a good little podcast. I mean,
they go live like almost every night.
I know. And, dude, the Cat Williams one was amazing.
Yeah, everyone loved the Cat Williams.
I mean, dude comes out and says, like, all these crazy Hollywood people are doing all these things, and all of a sudden, P. Diddy's house gets raided.
That's right.
Who has more power, Caitlin Clark or Cat Williams?
Maybe Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Could you imagine a ticket with Caitlin Clark and Cat Williams running for president?
How about that?
Get my vote. We're going to take a quick time out because we're going to talk with Jay Ham, but I do want to remind you, it's tomorrow. It's the only day that this happens. It's Kubota's Orange Day Sale. All Kubota equipment, every single piece of equipment is going to be 0% financing. And we're talking about backhoes, excavators, mowers, and tractors. And let me tell you what these people are doing. It's such a beautiful thing. These people, they are going to give you all the love in the entire world. And not only are they going to give you just love, and you're thinking to yourself, well, John, I ain't getting me a backhoe. I don't need an excavator. But you might need a dadgum mower. So not only doing 0% financing for all the stuff that's on Kubota, but all of their mowers. From their F-Series all the way to their Standard, to their Grand, to the MX, hundreds of dollars off. The F-Series has got $250 off. The Standard, $400 off. The Grand, $500 off. So if you got an acre, 2 acres, 4 acres, 20 acres, 60 acres, however many acres, if you got a lot of land to cut, tomorrow's the day to go buy your mower. And also get your tractors. And again, if you're starting a business or you have a business and you need a backhoe or an excavator, 0% financing. It's only tomorrow. So make sure you come and see me. I'm going to be out there at First Choice Farm and Lawn. That's at 12701 Highway 64. You're going down Highway 64, man. You're heading down towards Fayette County. On the right is a big, beautiful place. You're going to see the orange sign. You're going to see all the equipment. Stop on in again tomorrow. It's the only day of the year that you can get 0% financing on every single piece of Kubota equipment. Tractors, mowers, excavators, backhoes, First Choice Farm and Lawn. They have it all. Come see me tomorrow. I'll be out there 11 to 1. Dacus, are you excited about this weekend?
I'm so excited about this weekend.
You know Dacus is going to live up here this weekend.
Paul Skeens on the mound this weekend for the Pirates.
Are we betting on Paul Skeens and the Pirates?
No, not his first game. I'm not, at least.
I don't know, man. Livy Dunn, dude, the outfit that she says that she's going to wear. Mm-hmm. Did you know that Livy Dunn has a special outfit picked for this game?
Wow, really?
I am wondering if it's going to be pasties and stuff. Like, what do you think she's going to wear?
I don't know. Probably like a Paul Skeens Pirates jersey. And
you really think so? Dude, she's been talking about, like, you don't put out on your Instagram and your TikToker and your whatever the hell, Facebook, You don't put all that, hey, wait to see what I'm going to wear, and then you just wear a Paul Skeens jersey.
Well, it certainly would get people to watch.
I hope she looks better than those crazy people at the Met Gala. Did you see some of those outfits?
The Met?
Did you hear about that thing?
Yeah, oh, of course.
Why
year.
do people wear those ugly outfits? That like one lady looked like an octopus from that you know, the Little Mermaid. You ever seen it?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the mean woman who had an octopus around her?
Uh-huh.
Like those. That's what her dress looked like. That.
Do you know who she was?
Hell no. I don't
Exactly.
know who any of those people
exactly. But you saw her. You saw her.
Well, I can't help it, man. It's on my ex.
Exactly. Bingo.
By the way, I don't like ugly women at the Met Gala. So, ex, you don't know me very well. But I do know somebody that knows me extremely well, and that is Jay Ham. And we are talking the NBA on the other side. Come back and join us on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It's time to have a good time at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Olive Branch and Carterville. Come by for half-price happy hour 2 to 6 Monday through Friday with domestic drafts and $3 snacks. Then try one of Mugshots' 19 specialty burgers, including the Mugshot Burger. Finish it in 12 minutes and it's free. Plus, you get a free shirt. Mugshots in Olive Branch, 6400 Goodman Road, and Mugshots in Carterville, 656 West Poplar. So cheers to great food, good drinks, and fun company at Mugshots Grill and Bar, where you're always having a good time.
All of us tend to overdo things a little bit once spring takes hold, and some of the time we might wake up with a little bit of a headache and a lot of appetite. Your answer to a big night before is a breakfast or lunch at Sunrise. Sunrise East on Poplar and Sunrise on Jefferson are made for filling your belly with sweet relief. Have some Signature Square biscuits, some perfectly prepared eggs, or at lunch, a nice...
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor from Case IH, the Farmall, to help them make short work of their demanding chores. Well, Mid-South Ag can show you they aren't just for farms anymore. With horsepower ranging from 30 to 105, plus an army of attachments, they can tackle every chore on your to-do list, from hauling and mowing to loading and towing and then some. Stop by Mid-South Ag Equipment or call 662-890-3141 to find a Case IH Farmall that's right for you.
The NBA playoffs are heating up, and so is the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. It's easy, 90 seconds. Use the code HERD, H-E-R-D. That's code HERD for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/bball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Hey everybody, is your family road trip ready for summer? All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch is ready with your Silverado, Tahoe, or Suburban. And get up to 30 miles per gallon with your new All-Star Chevy Equinox or Trailblazer. Financing down to 1.9 and no payments for a full 90 days of summer. All-Star Chevy has a great deal on new 24 Blazer EVs. Get charged up for this 36-month lease on a Blazer EV at just $369 a month. Only $2,500 down and the usual tax, title, and license. For details, ask any sales consultant. And I'm looking at a ton of Silverados out here in Olive Branch. Discounts up to $10,500 and 1.9 financing. College students and grads, military, teachers, healthcare. You get an extra $500 bonus. You want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. All the Jeeps and trucks and even your Corvette. And as we celebrate Memorial Day, our friends at All-Star Chevy asked me to remind everyone to remember all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice serving our country. Together, let's drive to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 4848 Poplar Avenue, right down the street from Clark Tower, and it looks like a log cabin. It's been around Memphis since 1969 with a family-owned, friendly, knowledgeable sales staff that is just a wonderful place to go. I love going in and talking wine or bourbons, and they've got such great selection. So if you've not visited the Spirit Shop in a while, it's been remodeled. You'll love what you see when you need spirits. Tell Eddie Wallo said hello.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I hope you're having a happy Friday. I really do. I hope you're ready for a great weekend. I know I'm ready for a great weekend, and don't forget tomorrow where I'm going to be. Oh, I'm going to be at First Choice. That's right. First Choice is the bomb. Why? Because we're going to give away, not give away. I'm going to give away a lot of stuff, actually. I'm going to give away some East Coast Wings and Grill gift cards. I got a lot of stuff to give away. I got golf to give away. I got $20 gift cards all over the place here. Bunch of gift certificates. But the real savings at First Choice Farm and Lawn is Kubota. You can get a mower, $250 off, $450 off, $500 off, depending on the mower you want. But also 0% financing on their mowers, their tractors, their excavators. Do you know what a backhoe is, Jay? A backhoe is?
No, you got it.
Yeah. Do you know what a backhoe is?
Hey, man, I could go down two different avenues.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But, hey, it's better than so what was it? What did I call a backhoe on Wednesday?
I forgot. What did you call it?
A ditch digger?
Yeah,
a digger.
Ditch
I was like,
digger,
hey,
yeah.
you can get one of them big old diggers
Someone
and go out
texted me
there.
and was like, no, it's called a backhoe.
It's a
John.
backhoe. It's a backhoe. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, there's an earth mover. And they were like, it's an excavator. So I'm learning.
You're getting a real kick out of this learning process.
I'm learning, baby. I'm learning.
Well,
Hey,
when they're named, backhoe, of course John's
Right.
going to enjoy that.
I mean, I want to have some fun, too. That's what I said. There's two different avenues I can travel with this.
If you could have seen Jay Ham's face.
One of those is not made for radio.
I know. No. When I said, do you know what a backhoe is? Your eyes, you looked at me like
word?
Do I speak? But you can get a backhoe. You can get an excavator. You can get a mower. You can get a tractor. And you can get it at 0% financing. It's only tomorrow at 12701 Highway 64. I'll see you there. I'll be there 11 to 1. And I got golf tickets. I got East Coast Wings and Grill. I got all kinds of goodies to give away. Plus, we're going to have food from Coletta's. Come out there and see us and save a lot of money. Now, Jay Ham, first and foremost, the most important thing I have to ask you today is, am I too harsh on the East? Because I feel like watching the East is like going to a JV ball game.
You are. You're always hard on somebody, though, John.
I know.
You got to be. I mean, who's going to hold him accountable if John doesn't?
Right. It's like, it wouldn't be a day, that ends in
Why?
DAY.
That's right.
In that sense. I think it's fair, but
okay, can I just ask you this very simple thing? So when I watch Indiana, I feel like they have no defense. It is embarrassing.
They ain't playing no defense.
How bad that they are on defense. When I watch them in the half court try to play offense, it drives me crazy. When I look at the Knicks, and think to myself, damn, that Brunson dude is badass. The Nova kids are awesome. But then you look at the rest of the roster, they're playing 7 guys. Mitchell Robinson's now out. Julius Randle's hurt. My man Jalen Brunson's got a bad foot. Bohan is gone. What do they have left? And then I watch the Celtics, who are the front runners, and the performance that they put on last night. Okay. Like, Jason Tatum does not feel like a superstar.
Let's start there.
Jaylen Brown feels like he is way overpaid. I want to slap the Celtics in the face because the Cavs have one thing, and it's Spider-Man, and he ain't real Spider-Man. Webs ain't coming out of his wrist.
Let's start there. The Celtics they good for at least one of these per series. Where they
at home too.
Normally
did it against
at home.
Miami.
This
I don't
is fair.
understand why they do it at home.
You know what's funny about that is that prior to this core group with Tatum and Brown and those guys, when they had the group that was prior to that, when Brad Stevenson was first getting there, they couldn't win on the road in the playoffs. This is with the Isaiah Thomas crew, and now they'll kick themselves or shoot themselves in the foot at home.
Isaiah Thomas. God, if he didn't get injured, he would have been so good. He's not dead.
That was like about
I'm
6,
saying
7
RIP
years
to his
ago.
career.
Right, but they give you one of those, and it's like they need one of those to kind of wake themselves up. I'm not really worried about the C's too much, but in the same token, Cleveland's going to compete. Just what it's not. I didn't say it was going to be grand. I didn't say it was going to be a grand performance, but Spider going to bring that heat.
Look, he brings it every night. I got nothing but bad respect for Donovan Mitchell. I love him as a basketball player.
I think right now my man Darius Garland is pressing.
Well, by the way, you heard that Darius Garland, my lock of the entire freaking century was him 2+ 3-pointers, and he hits, 5 of them, 4 of them last night?
He was 4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Right.
The lock of the century.
He was pressing, but then we got in the lab over at 94 Feet of Life, and we like, he playing too fast.
He was.
He just got to kind of slow. You're a
and
pace
you knew
dude.
he was going to come out and be a lot more
control
comfortable.
The pace type dude, and I think that's just that playoff angst. And then he's still feeling like, we got beaten in a gentleman's sweep. The Knicks got us up out of here at 5 last year, so he's trying to get some get back on that. He's really pushing and pressing hard to try to make his team progress. I get that. Now, if they're overmatched in this series, but like I said, they're going to compete.
I will say
they're 6.
Out of all the 4 teams in the East that are remaining, the Cavs actually at least try to play defense more than anybody else.
Oh, yeah. That kid, Okoro?
Dude, Okoro was out there. He doesn't score. He just gets up in yo keister.
He's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league.
Dude, Evan Mobley blocks shots like it's going out of style.
Right, and they do need Jared Allen back in the mix for them, too. He helps.
Yeah, but, man,
But it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like them in Indiana. I've always kind of referred to as that cheese toast that's just on good white bread. It's good, but it's just plain Jane as it can be.
It's like Karis LeVert.
I always liked his game.
I like his game.
Right.
He comes off the bench and he does what he said. And by the way,
overcame a horrific injury.
Or overcame a horrific injury in the Orlando series too in Game 7. He kept the Cavs in. When they were down 18 points, it was because Karis LeVert kept them in that game to where they could come back in the second half and win.
That Cavs squad.
But again, I also have to say, if Karis LeVert,
young.
They are young.
They're still young. It's like Karis is probably the most veteran guy, and he's been around in the league, I think, 10 years now.
Has it been 10 years?
I mean, when you think about it, John,
dude, your
average 10-year NBA veteran is under 30 years old. Because all these dudes are coming in at 19.
19, yeah.
So a lot of them are going to be under 30 when they get to that point. I think Karis is probably right about at 30. I think he spent 2 or 3 years at Michigan.
Let me find out, because now you got me wondering. If
I think he was part of that 2014 crew that came out when they had Tim Hardaway Jr.
2016.
Okay, he did go back.
He did go back. So he's 29 years old, and he's been in the league for 8 years.
Yeah. See? And he was at Michigan when they played for the title.
Yep.
He was a freshman that year. So just one of those deals. But it is nothing that's really going to excite you.
It doesn't. Let me tell you something. When I watch the West Coast, though, when I'm looking at Ant-Man doing what he's doing.
That's been our lifetime, though,
and
John.
when I'm looking at Jokic and Jamal Murray, what they did to the Lakers, I know they look terrible right now. When I look over at Oklahoma City and Dallas, and I see Kyrie and – I mean, let's be real. Luka, he's playing on one leg, and he's still balling.
Yeah.
And hell, Gafford is such a rim protector that people don't even give this guy credit.
I think they just made this thing a series.
No, they made it a damn series.
I think they just made it a good series now. We'll get more of that over the weekend, but they finally got that Oklahoma City team to drop one because they were 6-0 coming in as well, just like Minnesota. No, they were 5-0. Excuse me. Minnesota 6-0, only unbeaten team in the playoffs at this point. And
by the way they're playing, I don't know if the Nuggets have a chance to win tonight.
They might get they might be 8-0 heading to a conference final. I think they got too much to just overwhelm Denver. that size factor,
dude.
And how they defend.
throw wings out, like that man, what's our little wing joint down the street that I like so much? They got like 30 flavors or whatever. The Crazy Coop.
That's right.
Man, let me tell you something. They be throwing wings out on Minnesota like the Crazy Coop be throwing flavors out up in that joint.
And all of them can defend.
Every one of them.
They defend collectively. They defend great individually. So
I mean, Rudy Gobert, he wins all these defensive players of the year stuff, but I don't know who their best damn defensive player is because, man, you got Alexander who comes up and gets in people's britches.
Oh, it's Seatbelt.
McDaniels don't play freaking games.
Seatbelt McDaniels is their guy.
Like, dude, I mean, then you have, of course, Rudy Gobert, who's a rim protector. I mean, it's just like, dude, they throw out
your
dudes.
guy Cat ain't bad on the defensive end.
I can't
either.
stand him, but yeah, he ain't bad. He's got quick feet for a 7-footer.
You know what's fun about the Cat
I will
thing
tell you
for
something.
me?
Cat's, though, so handsy. He's more handsy than you were in a shake joint.
The fun part about the Cat thing for me is that he took a whole lot of flack with the Jimmy Butler stuff, and some of it was justified. But I think that incident, to me, it also made Jimmy grow up as a leader. And it made Jimmy a better leader, but it had to get Jimmy away from that environment.
Yep.
But where Jimmy dropped the ball at, Ed picked it up and embraced it. And he
also speaks for Cat now, which is. Can I tell you something? That the Cat needed that because him in front of a microphone is a disaster every single time.
But he and Cat know he's loosened Cat up because you got to think about something with Cat. Man lost his mom, he lost his parents through COVID and the other hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just he been through some stuff. Gotta have some sympathy for the guy, John. That's just me. I get it, but
I got sympathy that he lost his mom, but man, I ain't got sympathy for him dating this girl he's dating. She's just a disaster. He's just
Even Joel Embiid didn't wave the white flag at the Cat, man. I mean, they actually got to fight.
That's true.
But it's just that I like what's going on up there right now. The fun part about it, though, for us here in Memphis is that I see a lot of chatter where people just kind of really erase the Grizz off of the face of it because they're looking at Oklahoma City, they're looking at Minnesota, what they doing. I'm like, we still part of that mix, too.
Hey, they better get a damn center or two of them because the league's gotten
y'all want to holler at them real quick? That Oklahoma City team, that's the same one that came down here and got beat by 73. That Minnesota team, okay, there's a different few parts. They got Slow-Mo, they got Mike Conley, they got Gobert. They didn't have them then, but we put them out 6
Grizzlies
a couple
North?
years ago. When they had Pat Bev, and Pat Bev was doing this, all this other wild and stuff.
I'm glad you mentioned Pat Bev because we're going to get into that on the other side. Pat Bev's an idiot.
But, that's the Western Conference for you. It's always wild like that, but to think about it, though, John, we got 3 relatively small market teams that are on the hot rise like that. When you bring our full squad, healthy Memphis squad back in,
doesn't it make you want to tell Rick Carlisle to shut up though? Because talking about all that, they officiate small market teams worse, man. Rick Carlisle's,
but he got a point.
Well, man, no, dude.
He's just in Indiana. He's in Indiana.
Man, dude, Tyrese Halliburton's terrible.
I mean,
Rick Carlisle's
he's in a city. He's in a city that's nicknamed Naptown.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've never been to. Actually, I've been to a lot of places. I hadn't been to North Dakota, South Dakota, Indiana, or Idaho. It's about it.
I've been to those either.
I mean, who wants to go to them places?
True. Unless you're going to see Mike Miller, and Mike Miller live here.
Yeah, no. That's
just saying.
Damn good point.
I think he still does, at least anyway.
I do know one thing about the
he's John Morant's agent now, though. He might be.
I do know that you don't take your dogs to either North or South Dakota because whoever's running that state shoots them dogs.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know, man. I really don't know much. I just kind of catch it because I'm not all up in that world. But I do know that there's a girl who was semi-attractive, I guess, for an older woman. Who got a lot of pub.
She's also the governor. I think that's,
is that what she is, the governor?
I think that's how people.
Or
congressman.
She's a congresswoman.
No, I think she's a governor. But she wrote a book and she put it in her book, and all her people were like, "Man, don't put that in your book." And she was like, "No."
I shot my dog. Right. I shot my dog and a goat. And I know she shot a goat too. Man, why you gotta shoot a goat, bro? What's a goat do to you?
Why did she shoot LeBron?
She shot LeBron.
You said she shot the goat.
Man, the goat ain't LeBron, homie. I'm never ever gonna put GOAT with LeBron.
Peter might have a few words for her though. I'm just saying she's shooting animals.
Oh yeah, Peter's probably gonna come after her.
I would like to think so. They come after everybody else.
That's right.
Throw blood on you and all that other fun stuff. You got on furs. Peter crazy, man.
Man, people
they crazy like Shaq, man. Calling that man out on there like that.
Oh, hold up. Shaq and Shannon have beef. It's like Kendrick and Drake
It's
right
so
now.
weak.
By the way, though, what did you think about Shaq coming out there and say that you think, like, I mean, he said it to his face. I mean, I got to give him a little bit of respect.
I'm gonna give it. I didn't care
Is
for
Shaq
it.
jealous? Is it because he's jealous that he doesn't have?
Shaq, put it to you like this. As far as Shannon goes, Shannon didn't say nothing that Shaq hadn't already said about himself. He's already admitted that he shortchanged the work ethic. He left a lot to be desired. He's already stated that about himself. He's made peace with that. But
can I tell you something?
Really
it's different. I was going to say it's different when someone else says it. Like
really
I can call myself an idiot.
Now, what he did to Jokic.
But if you call me an idiot, we're fighting.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna take you back 2 decades. You remember the first year Jason Kidd got to New Jersey?
Yep.
And they won from 26 wins to 52. And Shaq publicly said it in the postgame. Postgame on the court, Jason Kidd should be MVP, not Tim Duncan.
Yeah, he did.
And he faced Tim Duncan in the next series, and they put Tim Duncan out in 5. But he has a precedence of doing that.
Yes.
So it's like part of it is like he stayed consistent with what he does.
He's a heel forever.
Right.
But he's also a great one because he does it with a smile. Like he busting Charles Barkley on the side.
Now, I didn't care for some of the because I also watched the extended portion of the interview he had with J.J. Redick and talking about MVP voting. He feels that it should be ex-players and Hall of Famers. No media, no none of this. But I'm like, okay, I hear you there. What about the current players, though? Why are the current dudes, the dudes that are seeing
that
these
actually
dudes
play
every
against
night,
them?
yeah, why are they not
That's a
being
great
put in on
point.
that vote? If you're going to say the Hall of Famers, which they can have their skewed views and ways of
Hold up.
looking
Can
at
I
it
also
too.
bring up something? There's no sport like basketball where the generation prior cuts on the generation currently, and the current generation also cuts on the
This is
there's
true.
more there's more hate. Like you don't see
is
NFL
true.
players like
NFL has its some, but it ain't that. It ain't that.
it ain't
deep.
like this.
Nah,
like
it ain't
they
that
like
deep.
they talk. I mean, like JJ Redick the other day talking about how soft the the '90s
But
were
you know
when
why he
MJ
does
was
that?
playing.
Because these dudes have trashed his era.
Well, I was going to say because they say that nobody plays defense
The
anymore.
thing that I respect about JJ is that he ain't just gonna go say it. He gonna go pull the film up
yeah, he
and
does.
show you what he's talking about. And what he's showing you, what he's talking about in the film is valid.
Is
People just
JJ
don't
going
wanna
to be
hear it.
LeBron's next coach?
Huh?
Is JJ going to be LeBron's next coach?
Probably. I mean, they got a great chemistry. Just as far as JJ's just great at what he does. And that's the funny part about JJ with current play or ex-players. They'll try to shade him. They'll try to talk, but he's got a great basketball IQ. And it's like, people don't believe this, but Tim Legler
Oh, God, I loved him.
has a great basketball, but because he's Tim Legler and you look at his stature as a player, you want to reduce it. Nah, dude know his stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at
is the
Sean
bomb.
Salisbury the same way in the NFL. I'm like, he knows his stuff. You probably just look at him, well, it's just Sean Salisbury. Well, he's better on the air than Emmitt Smith.
Damn right he was.
I mean, that's just, he's more credible on the air. I look at JJ. JJ is the most credible basketball person in this independent media space we have now. Him and Draymond. Because Draymond just going to be straight up. You might not like it because it's Draymond, but he's giving you good basketball content. Kevin Garnett's going to be humorous. Paul Pierce going to be humorous. All these guys going to provide it. Gilbert's just going to be off the wall with it.
Gilbert's a little bit of a lunatic. I like him, though.
He can be entertaining, but
I will say, though, one of the best things is
how come nobody's going after Gilbert for doing the same thing JJ's doing? And
because
Gilbert did it first.
Because Gilbert took a gun into a
Gilbert
locker
did it
room and got
first, and
suspended.
Gilbert was more heinous with the claim.
That's true.
Gilbert was like, get out of here with that. You know, JJ wasn't coming like that. Y'all just doing that to JJ because it's y'all JJ the white boy. That's why I know.
Also, by the way, he wore his hat backwards, and I can't believe a lot of people freaked out about that. Did you see that?
Why?
Did you, by any chance, did you see any of that?
I saw a little bit of it. I thought it was ridiculous.
Like the gentleman
Like
who
it's a
follows me,
cultural
Colin
thing or something?
Cowherd. No, that he was saying that like if you wearing your hat backwards on LeBron James's podcast makes it to where you now can't be a head coach because that's just not how you carry yourself. And then I was thinking back to a lot of things. Do you know how many Jason Kidd? Do you know how many times I've seen him in a post game presser with his hat on backwards?
You know how many DUIs Jason Kidd got out here. And that's one of my all-time greats. I love Jay Kidd, you know. But Jay Kidd is Jay Kidd, you know.
True that.
And hey, but in the same token, JJ got a few DUIs too. Going back to his college days.
true.
JJ liked part as well. But
Who didn't when they went to college?
Yeah, I mean, but to say that because of a hat, a backwards
I know.
hat,
It's just weird, man. People get upset about some
he
stupid
can coach
stuff.
with the hat on. What's his IQ looking like? What's his in-game adjustments looking like? What's his player development looking like?
I just wonder though if he could actually, if he does become, I mean, again, if he actually becomes the Lakers head coach.
I actually hope he don't for selfish reasons. I like him where he is in the spot that he is. He provides great podcast entertainment.
His content, yes.
Right.
I steal a lot
He's
of it.
great on TV. You know, he's doing well with Mike Breen and Doris Burke. I like that combination. It works for me. I don't know, man, but these dudes, a lot of these dudes tripping out here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just playoff fever, man.
Man, the whole world be tripping. But, man, I'm late for a break. I got to bring you back on the other side because I still got to talk to you about a bunch of stuff. We're talking to the historian, Jay Ham. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
Make your next grill your last with a Big Green Egg. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Save money on fuel, eating out, and replacing expensive grills that cannot match the flavor of the Big Green Egg. Ready to cook in only 10 to 15 minutes with temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between with ease. Change your at-home cooking experience for life. Go to shop.biggreenegg.com.
Flo here from Progressive to tell you how you get more than great savings with us. You get customer service access through our mobile app, online chat, or by phone.
That's a lot of ways I can get in touch with you. I see what's going on here. You can't name favorites, but I'm your #1 customer.
Actually, we offer all our customers these ways to contact us.
I'm sure you give just any customer your personal
company
contact info.
Well, you did call us more than any other customer this year. So in that sense, you are our #1 customer.
Get help from Progressive through the website, app, chat, or phone. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Hi, folks, Bob Burkheimer for Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. What a great time to buy a new or used car or truck and save money at Sunrise. The largest selection in over a year, over 500 new Buicks and GMCs to choose from, an $8 million used car inventory. See them all at sunrisememphis.com. Factory rebates up to $6,000 and Sunrise discounts high as $10,000. Immediate financing available with loans low as 0% on select models. Cars and trucks under $10,000. When it comes to selection and savings, it doesn't get any better than this, partner. Come on in and save some money at Sunrise. Coming to Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm hanging out with the historian Jay Ham. You got to check him out at 94 Feet of Life. 94 Feet Historian. Let me just tell you a little something.
He read the shirt, y'all. I got the Twitter handle on the t-shirt.
Self-promotion.
Right. You know, it's just easy self-promotion. I threw the lob. I knew what I was rocking.
Hey, smart man, honestly. You know how John is, and so you came prepared.
I'm very prepared. I do have to say something, though. Y'all want to hear something? I just did something for the first time probably in 10 years.
I watched it.
I ate a cookie that didn't have ganja butter in it.
You know what? We had to have talk about this crumble cookie thing going on.
Can I tell you a little secret, though?
Yeah, I like crumble.
Crumble's been getting a lot of promotion today between you and Dave was right by Crumble last night.
It's not bad, but can I just tell you something? The truth is, if you put ganja butter in it, it would be much better. It would be much better. There's something about the flavor of ganja butter when you put it in actually a cookie. You mix the ganja butter. Ham's Homemade cookies are the best.
I tell you, baby, Ham's Homemade.
I ate 2 of them this morning for breakfast.
I can believe it.
So the only thing I've had today was 2 ganja cookies, a bite of a normal cookie from Crumble, and a cup of coffee.
And you call me unhealthy, please.
Dude, there's nothing unhealthy about ganja food. It's very good food.
All I hear is you've had 3 cookies today.
Well, that's all I've had. I also had 3 bowls this morning, and none of them were cereal.
There we go.
Now, back to the NBA, since I've been talking about my ganja. We gotta have a very serious conversation about the Knicks and the Pacers tonight. Who are the Knicks going to play?
I'm available if they need me.
I mean, do you know that Indiana's a 7.5-point favorite? When I saw it opening up the other day, it was, I think, 5.5. It's moved 2 points already.
John Stark's been to every game, even the ones on the road.
So they're going to put Stark, man.
Suit him up. I mean,
Carmelo Anthony, I saw at one of the games. You going to consider him up too?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, realistically, I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking to myself, the Pacers, if they somehow lost this game,
right,
it would be like Rick Carlisle's undoing. He would completely lose himself.
I mean,
the man just lost, what was it, $35,000 he got fined the other night for
post-game rant?
Post-game rant about the refs. I think it was.
I mean, and he had a point with the refs. I mean, this really had been a great officiated series. And
if I was him, do you know what I would have gone off? Is how weak his superstar is. Tyrese Halliburton is the
He's
softest.
a pain too, though.
Like, dude, how do you take one shot in the third quarter? You had a 10-point lead. You had a 10-point lead, Indiana.
That dude is in pain, man.
Bro.
I'm not making no excuse, but he's not himself. He's not himself. You know, it's just
he
that.
sure ain't Ja. When people were trying to say that he was better than Ja, I wanted to slap
I
him.
mean, they saying Jalen Brunson's better than Ja too, but I'm like, nah, G. Nah. And I love JB. It's just different.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though.
It's just different.
JB getting his opportunity and being able to see, like, this guy has the ball in his hands the whole damn time.
Yeah.
Okay? He's not. How tall do you think he really is?
6 feet at best.
I mean, come on, man. What he's
listed
doing.
at 6'2", but
Man, that's what I'm going to say. I'm sorry. I know that there's a bunch of tall dudes on that court, but, dude, he don't look 6'2".
But he got a mean post game.
He will put that shoulder into your chest, get him a little space, and with that little left-handed shot, that mid-range game is ridiculous. He hits the three. But the thing that he does is he sees everything.
He's a true point
He's made Isaiah
he's a true
rich.
point guard.
He is going to get $17 million a year probably. And this dude owes it all to Jalen Brunson. Because I didn't even know he was a brother until I talked to you. I thought he was Irish.
I honestly, until he said that he was a brother, I didn't know what it was either.
But he's going to be rich.
Right.
And it's all because JB.
But I got to give some credit to Leon Rose, Worldwide
Dude,
West.
I got to give him credit too.
Yeah, because they took some cats that weren't bad players, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and these dudes, and they moved them, but they've actually upgraded their talent. OG Anunoby is one of those. They need him. You know, it's going to be tough without him as well, but they've improved their team. But, you know, my thing with that is that when your best player is that small, it's just hard to win in this league. That's including right where we got right here in Memphis, too. When our best player is 6'3", it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nature of it. My guy, one of my co-hosts, Myron Jenkins, shout out to him. He's like, Bronson Ritter's just the 6'2" version of Julius Randle. Like, they the same dude. One just 6'2", the other one just 6'8". Left-handed, they play the same style.
Yep.
But to his point, he's not crapping on what they're doing. He just don't see them that you're going to be like a real contender to win with that. Competitive, sure. Absolutely. But they're in a good position right now because the Eastern Conference kind of got disoriented along the way. Still had better balance than what you had in the previous years, but it's still top-heavy. It's still kind of Boston and the rest of the field, especially with Philadelphia out of the way, with a couple of others. Once Joel went out, that means Philadelphia, went down in that matter, but it's still the East, man, at the end of the day.
It sure is. One other question, and then I'm going to let you go because I'm out of time and I hear the music, and Dacus is probably going to punch me, but it's Friday. I don't care. Jokic, one last thing. He now has 3 MVPs. The rarefied air that puts him in there. You got Moses Malone. You got Wilt Chamberlain. You've got, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, LeBron. The best of the best in the best of the best. Is he, when we look back, going to be considered as one of the best to ever play?
I will tell you this much speaking
That's why Shaq is pissed.
I will tell you this much speaking from the historian. He'll be on my GOAT tier. He's got enough. 3 MVPs, championship finals MVPs, his numbers, and his impact internationally, being that he was part of this movement where we actually looked at 5 non-American born players are like, they can get with these 5 American players and it'll be a great series.
I'm with you.
Game
By the way, nobody has made me enjoy basketball more than Jay Ham. He is the historian. You need to check out him and his show and his peeps. If you want to get more, it's very simple. How do they get it?
YouTube.com/at 94 Feet of Life. Latest episode we kind of previewed round 2. We did that one this past Tuesday. Short episode, 25, 30 minutes. Just kind of talk through it real quick. We'll probably be back around with another one for the conference finals. We like to let it marinate. We're not going to be like the nightcap with Club Shay Shay. Shout out to him. Shannon going on every night talking about something, whether it's with Chad
with his cognac.
or with Gilbert.
How's he look so good and drink that much liquor?
Right. And he always drinking every time.
Always. That's what I'm saying. Every night he's got some of that yak.
You know what I'm saying? But we let them eat on that end. We'll catch you at the next round. YouTube.com/at 94 Feet of Life. 94 Feet of Life group on Facebook. Join the conversation over there with us too.
And next time me and you do the show together, we're going to have to get together. Instead of doing yak like Shay Shay, I'm bringing a bottle of Tito's.
I have breaking news. Shaq just dropped a diss track on Shannon Sharp.
Oh, this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef is going to the side. We getting Shaq and Club Shay Shay.
That's going to happen. It'll happen by midsummer. Stephen A. don't even want to make it happen. He's going to tell me, y'all need to stop playing, go and do this, that, and the other. It'll end up happening.
Man, they'll get together and raise some money. Don't y'all dare touch the dial. On the other side, we got some wood. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
If you love sports and Mexican food, you can get the best of both at Los Cabos Mexican Bar and Grill on Summer near Graham. Watch all the big games on all the big TVs on all the walls at Los Cabos and enjoy premium tequila shots anytime for just $5.50. Celebrate every day with lunch specials from 10 to 3 and happy hour from 3 to 8. Lunch is just $6.75 to $10.99 and margaritas start at $3.99. Experience real Mexican cuisine along with great sports at Los Cabos on Summer near Graham.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Regions Bank presents Live at the Garden at Radians Amphitheater June 6th with Dierks Bentley. This summer's lineup also includes the Goo Goo Dolls, John Fogerty with George Thorogood, Sam Hunt, and Styx with Foreigner. All season and individual tickets on sale now. Live at the Garden is also presented by South State Duncan Williams, Duncan Williams Asset Management, AutoZone, True Green, The Lilly Company, Gossip Motors, Pro Show, and Mahaffey Events. For more information, go to radiansamp.com.
Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it, the price of everything is going up. And if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253 DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Friday, and I'll tell you one thing, it's after 12 o'clock. So right now we are 1 hour and 50 minutes away from Happy Hour and Mugshots.
How about that?
2 to 6, Monday through Friday at Mugshots Bar and Grill. You can head on out there. They're at 656 West Poplar out in Collierville. They got 19 specialty burgers. They got 140 televisions. And they got Happy Hour Monday through Friday from 2 to 6. When you want to have a good time, head on over to Mugshots, enjoy the food, enjoy the friends, the atmosphere, enjoy all the games. Because at Mugshots, they're always having a good time. Let's go to Hardenwood.
This is Access Hardenwood.
Holy moly. You won't believe this. Guess who's having a baby?
Who's that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, John, I'm already sick of it. I get on Instagram, and John, I don't get on Instagram much, but I got on Instagram because somebody posted something that I wanted to see. So I get on there, and everybody and their mother is posting on their Instagram stories the fact that Justin Bieber is having a baby. Who cares?
One.
Justin Bieber's not having
I didn't
a baby,
know he
but
was
his
old enough to have a
girlfriend's
baby.
having a baby, or his wife, whatever she is.
Oh, by the way, this is what I also learned. You won't even believe this. Do you know who Justin Bieber's wife is?
Somebody with the last name Bieber. Hailey Bieber.
Yeah, but do you know who her daddy is?
I have no idea.
He's one of the Baldwins.
Wow, he's a bald man?
Yeah, Baldwin. You know the dude that shot somebody? Hold on, I got to Google this. I make sure I'm right. Hey, no, you do Google it. That's your job. I'm talking on the radio. Justin Bieber's wife, I'm pretty sure.
I thought they got a divorce. I thought they split up.
No, he's having a baby.
I know, but I thought that, I don't know.
Did I tell you yesterday what I said to that ex-girlfriend that I ran into?
No.
So, 16, 17 years ago, I was dating this girl, and I have children.
Uh-huh.
And the way she broke up with me was she said to me, I just don't want to date a kid with kids. I need a real man.
Smart.
And I was like, bleep you. Hadn't seen her for, hold on. I got my burn, bro. So I hadn't seen this woman in 16, 17 years. I ran into her, I think, on Wednesday. Hadn't seen her in, literally 17 years. And she's like, oh, my God, hey. You know how women are. She's like, what have you been doing? You look great. And I was like, oh, thanks. I know I look good. Thanks. You look good, too. Whatever. And she's, telling me about her business. And then she's like, yeah. And then she asked about my children. And I'm like, well, Rio's married and has children. She's works at the Tupelo Hospital. Life's good. My youngest, Savannah, she's cheering at Ole Miss. And she's like, you won't believe it, but I have a baby.
Wow.
She's like, I have a 6-year-old. And I looked at her, and I looked at her left hand, and I go, where's your ring?
Ooh.
And she goes, oh, I'm not married. And I go, didn't you say that you didn't want to date a kid with kids? You wanted to date a real man? And now you have a kid and no man? And I turned around and walked off, bro.
Wow.
Burned
him.
That felt pretty good. Did you think that was good by me?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I handled that well, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, yeah, now who's Hailey Bieber?
So Alec Baldwin is her uncle. Her father is Alec Baldwin's brother.
Which Baldwin is that? He's got 2 brothers.
Stephen Baldwin? Stephen Baldwin?
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin? Spells his name weird.
So Stephen Baldwin's kid is more famous than him because she married Justin Bieber.
Right.
I can't even think of a Stephen Baldwin movie. Can you?
He appeared in the films Born on the 4th of July, Posse, 8 Seconds, Threesome, The Usual...
He was in a threesome?
No, the film is called Threesome. The Usual Suspect, Biodome.
Oh, I love The Usual Suspect with Kaiser Sose.
Sure.
You've never seen The Usual Suspect?
No.
One of the best movies ever. Kaiser Sose don't play. Hit him up at 901-360-8255 at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line and tell Dacus to go watch the damn movie.
Please don't. And also the Flintstones in Viva Las Vegas.
Again, so he doesn't have a very, very good career.
No.
Well, at least she married a rich man.
It sounds like the classic, your brother's a extremely famous actor, we'll give you a shot.
I like it.
He's actually in a lot of stuff, but I don't think many things that you would know. Slapshot 2, with the Slapshot series.
Don't know that. I do know that you're scared of sharks.
I am scared of sharks.
You're scared of heights.
I am scared of heights.
So
I'm also scared of women.
Really? Mm-hmm. Melinda owns you, doesn't she?
Yeah. A woman walks in the room like,
I get it.
It scares me.
I get it.
Start sweating.
Actually, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. I have a totally different reaction.
Interesting.
But you go to the Gulf, right? I know you don't fly, so you probably, when you go to Florida, you just drive down to, Gulf Shores or something?
I usually go, down around Destin.
Destin area?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who just found a great white shark?
Who's that?
The people down in Gulf Shores.
Really? Oh, Alabama.
First time they've ever found a great white shark in the Gulf. Usually it's in the Pacific and in Australia and stuff like that. Great white sharks ain't coming up here to eat us.
Sure.
Now they're coming up here specifically to keep you out the water, son.
Wow, smart. Have I ever told you my shark story?
Do you have a shark story?
Kinda.
Like, I know I have a story with Shamu and do you remember what the place was called?
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Yeah.
So SeaWorld in San Diego. Like, I have a story. I don't know if it's appropriate for
Probably
air.
not. A lot of your stories are not appropriate for air. So when I was like 8 or 9, around there, maybe a little older, maybe I was in middle school, we had some friends that had a house down in the Destin area, and it was right in like a bay area. And so we went down there, we met up with them, and we went out, they had a boat, and they had a, like an inner tube on the back of it, right?
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, and so we were like taking turns on the inner
Tubing.
tube and tubing it up and going around. Well, I'm on the inner tube, right? And so the cord's like maybe like 15 feet, 20 yards, something like that. And so I'm out there on it, and I'm okay, all right, this is fun. And then all of a sudden the boat starts slowing down. Like, that's weird, but whatever. Maybe we're gonna change. Who knows? So everybody on the boat starts running up to the front of the boat. Like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, out from in front of the boat, I see this fin.
It's a shark.
Go in front of it. I lose my mind. I start freaking out. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Someone help me! Help me! Help me! Well, so they all turn
probably
around.
a dolphin.
They all
wasn't it?
turn around and start running back and start bringing me in. I'm freaking out. It's a dolphin the whole time. But my mother, knowing the type of person I am, when everyone ran up to the front and she saw that it was a dolphin, she told the woman who, whose boat it was, we need to start bringing him in because once he sees that fin, he's going to immediately think it's a shark and he's going to start freaking out. She was right. They should have gotten me in sooner. But, John, I always thought dolphins go up and down. Like, they got like a little wave to them. Sharks go just a steady straight one. This one was a steady straight one. I still think it was a shark.
Don't ever, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you want to know some disturbing facts about dolphins, just Google dolphins are crazy.
Did you know that the government tried to use dolphins for warfare? They tried to train them for warfare.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They're smart, man. They got bigger brains than us.
They're very smart. And you want a really graphic story? There's a very graphic story about dolphins.
They rape. I know.
Yes.
They're bad.
And other things. There's this one story with
I
a
don't want to. Yeah,
woman
the
who was supposed
porpoises.
to.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Dolphins don't play games.
Woman
man.
that was supposed to train the dolphins.
Yep. Poor woman.
Poor woman.
It's the first woman that had a dolphin baby.
Yeah.
Oh God, now I forgot my Hardwood stories. What was that? Oh, Shaq and them have beef. Oh, Pat Bev. Dude, did he really only get a 4-game suspension?
About that.
Bro, let me tell you something. If a fan threw a basketball at Pat Bev, they'd never be allowed in an NBA arena ever again. You're telling me he threw a ball not once but twice at a person's face and hit a woman in the face with the ball and he gets a 4-game suspension? Adam Silver, you're an idiot. I think, truthfully, and I'm not joking when I say this, I would end his freaking career and say you're not allowed back in. You don't attack fans. What is wrong with these NBA players today? They're softer than baby poo. They pay your freaking salary. You're an a-hole. You know why people are watching the NBA? Because you're a bunch of asses. Like Pat Bev, throw it, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking him to. I'm going. I said yesterday, Pat Bev. The police were looking into this as an assault. I said it's going a little bit far. I don't think the police need to. But I think that the woman who got hit in the face with the ball should go ahead and... I don't believe in suing people. I'm just not one of those. But I take his ass to civil court and sue him for hitting me in the ball with a face. And it's not because he hit me in the face.
He did what now?
Hit me with his ball in the face.
You said hit me in the ball with his face.
Yeah. I said it backwards. Whatever. Point is, I'm dyslexic today. The point realistically is, if he...
You can't do that. That's not allowed. Now I can't make fun of you because you just said that.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, of course you are.
The problem here with me is not the fact that he necessarily threw the ball in the face of that woman. I mean, that is the problem. But him going on his podcast is where I sue his ass for casting dispersions that this lady was making racially insensitive comments toward him, which has been proven to be false. All they were saying was Cancun. They didn't call him anything that crossed the line. And when he goes out in public and casts all those dispersions with his podcast and says that about me, and I've been on national television as everybody seeing me get hit in the face, I'm suing the hell out of him because you just screwed up my name. That's the one. 4 games. He should get 4 games for what he said on his podcast about that woman when he was flat out lying. You don't do that. Like that is soft, that is weak, that is BS. And in these times, like in our country right now at 2024, just the insinuation that you said something of that nature can cost you down the future a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that, bro. You were at fault. You were an asshole. You threw a ball at a woman's face. And then the next day you go on your podcast and try to sit there and say, well, she crossed the line, said things that you just don't say to a man. I'm not going to repeat them. But and everybody's mind is running. And how many people on the little X did she say this word? And we're like, oh, she said this. Nope. Cancun, bro. And you go out there and do that and you only get 4 games. Adam Silver, you're ridiculous, bro. Like, Ja Morant gets 25 games for showing a gun, which, by the way, you can own a freaking gun, people. You know what the Second Amendment is?
Yeah, right to bear arms.
Bro, I got guns. Come on up in my house. I hope you all have guns, because we all can. He gets 25 games, but this a-hole casts aspersions on this woman and throws the ball at her face and gets 4. Adam Silver, you don't know your head from your ass. I'm disturbed by him. Are you disturbed?
Not as disturbed as you are.
That just makes me mad. And then you see Pat Bev like going out there and living his best life and basically almost rubbing in his fan's face. Did you see the supermodel he was with the other day? So now I'm even angrier. Why is this hot woman hanging out with Pat Bev?
Oh, Pat Bev.
You're too good looking for him. He's going to cast aspersions on you. He might even hit you in the face with a ball. Well, that's probably what he's trying to do.
Probably.
All right. Sorry. Enough Pat Bev. Caitlin Clark. She had 13,000 people show up at her first Fevers game. Did you see that?
So her first preseason game at home was last night?
It was the largest attended game ever.
That was a question.
Was 6,000, huh?
That was a question.
What was your question?
It was last night, that her first preseason game?
Yeah, at her house.
At home.
At home, yeah.
Okay.
The first game she played on the road.
Right. No, I know. I just didn't know they played last night. I missed that.
So she, the largest fan base at this stadium was 6,615.
Uh-huh.
That was the largest. There were 13,028 people there last night that showed up for a preseason basketball game. The largest crowd at a WNBA game was 6,615.
Wow.
That's probably a championship game. It didn't say what the game was. And her preseason game brought in 13,000. Dude, who has, holy cow. Could you imagine if she looked like Anna Kournikova?
Huh.
I mean, Lord.
I don't know how to respond to that.
What I'm just saying, she's a very pretty, attractive woman.
Sure.
She's a good, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, but she's not a 10. Her skill set is a 10 when it comes to playing basketball. Her career, the way she handles herself, she is all that and a bag of chips. She's awesome. Like, I'm watching it, women's basketball. But I'm just saying, I've never seen anybody catch the fever like Caitlin Clark in my entire life.
See what you did there.
I've never seen it. 13,000 people showed up. That is double the largest crowd at a WNBA game in history, and it was a preseason game. I just don't think people understand how. Like, this is gonna continue, isn't it?
Yep.
Like, she has now changed women's sports forever. I'm sorry. This is not just an overnight sensation. I think this is something that's going to stick around and stay. She's a baller. She's bringing a lot of attention to women's sports, which I think is absolutely amazing. Especially, father of 2 girls and got a couple grandbaby girls.
Of course.
Dude, maybe my MC Callie or Edie Faye are going to be in the WNBA one day.
Who knows?
I doubt it, though, because I'm kind of short.
Yeah, but, they can get the skill set from you and what you've been showing in shorty ball,
Oh, that's right. Little shorty ball. We got to take a quick time out because on the other side, we are going to talk with our good friends T-Money and Uncle Brasky. I want to remind you, it is Friday. Make sure when you run over and get off work, just run over to your local liquor store and get you a big old bottle of Tito's. It's the best spirit around. It's crafted and distilled in the United States down in Austin, Texas. 6 times distilled. After it's 6 times distilled, then they still it in small batches in classic copper pots. That's why it has such a unique flavor. That's why there's no frills, there's no flavors, there's no fancy labels. It's just the good stuff. It's the juice that is amazing. And the juice is Tito's. Get yours on today. Back in 2 shakes. T-Money, Uncle Brasky on a Friday. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? Everything. A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
There are many real estate companies out there, but then there's Banyan Tree Realtors on the Collierville Town Square. There are hands-on, family-owned boutique real estate companies whose agents have been offering exceptional attention to their clients for over 40 years. In an ever-changing world, Banyan Tree continues to maintain a small-town personal charm while providing a worldwide connection through its internet marketing presence. Personal service will never go out of style at Banyan Tree Realtors. Their agents are people you can trust, offering service you deserve. From residential homes to commercial properties, farmland, land lots, and historical houses, Banyan Tree has the expertise you can rely on. So if you're downsizing, upsizing, moving in, or moving on, give Banyan Tree Realtors a call today. Craig Smith and Mary Jean Smith and their agents are ready to serve you. Call today at 901-620-8920 or 901-359-2520.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you don't ever break your location device thingy on your phone and miss out on like 10 grand.
So here's my question, John. So does this mean you have to download the app on your phone that you don't have any apps on?
So now I'm going to have to somehow figure out, which is not going to be easy for me, to get all the stuff that's on this phone onto this phone. Because now I'm going to have to go to one phone instead of having two phones. And it's also going to screw me up because I love putting one of my phones up because I don't like to be bothered.
Huh. Interesting. Or you could just go get a different second phone. And
that is true. I do run our Verizon account up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
could do that.
Could.
Nobody else up here would know.
Well, eventually I'm sure somebody would know.
Please. Child, please. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I got to figure something out. My phone's messed up. But the reason I kind of brought that up is because my heart was broken. But yesterday I was sitting in front of this wonderful man, T-Money. We were talking, and I couldn't get a bet in, which I would have lost yesterday. I was going to do a Nerfy. Would have lost the bet. Couldn't get it in. I blamed him and his weak internet.
Wow. That's
and
crazy.
I found out that when I went home, it wasn't the internet. My phone is broken. So, T-Money, I owe you an apology. What's up, homie?
Oh, is that what ended up happening, Johnny?
Yeah, it wasn't your internet. It wasn't the fact that, like, because, yesterday I was trying to get that Nerfy in, and I was excited that I didn't get it in because I would have lost. But it was just $200.
I know it, Johnny. What's funny here is on my pregame here on my prep show, I got make sure we bring up that bet with Slap, the big no bet yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big no bet.
It was a big no bet, and it saved us a little money. But the problem is I called my brother because you gave me a little Tito's yesterday, and I got really excited about a specific bet, and it was the largest bet that I would have made in 5 years.
Oh, really?
And I couldn't get it in. It was doing the same thing.
The Cavaliers?
No, I had Darius Garland hitting at least 2 3-pointers and over 1.5. 2 plus 3-pointers.
That seems easy.
He had 4 of them. He was 4 for 5, and he had the first 2 in the first half, so that hit. And in the first time in a long time, I cried last night.
Oh, real tears?
Real tears. Straight up just cried. I just felt like somebody robbed me from 10 grand. I cried, and Chast wouldn't even talk to me because she was scared to death because I don't think she's ever seen me cry.
She said, something's wrong. We need to get... I'm glad she didn't call your folks, mine.
Actually, she left the house.
Oh, she went to go get her some wine. Let me get T-Money. Let me get some white wine.
Yep, she went out with a friend, and they came home after I'd gone to bed. But it was really difficult. So I'm sorry that I told you that you have a cheap internet.
Hey, that's okay, Johnny. Hey, before we get going, I talked to my buddy Doug Petty down at Woodland Lake, and I got us a crappie report for the first time in a few weeks.
Ooh,
and he said the crappie are kind of on and off. He said it's kind of sort of like Ole Miss's football team. They're on in September and off in November. So that was a good analogy. So I understood what he was talking about.
This is going to be the greatest Ole Miss team in the history, and they're going to win a national championship, and me and Uncle Brasky are going to tap dance on your face.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because I talked to Uncle Brasky, and he's talking about, they got us ranked 9th in the country. We got such and such coming back. But remember, you are Ole Miss. You'll never be anything more than Ole Miss.
Oh, Uncle Brasky, what you doing today, homie?
Man, Johnny, just living the dream.
How do you put up with him?
I don't. It goes off me like water on a duck's back, man. I just ate me a ham sandwich and just poured my first Old Charter in water.
Dude, I would kill right now for some alcohol, to be honest with you. Like, I am so jealous right now. You have no idea. I can promise you one thing. I get off the air at 1 o'clock.
That's the truest thing he said this entire show.
Yes, because I've been telling him the whole time that, damn it, I just want to run across the street and get a drink. That's all I've been saying.
Well, I tell you what, this first one tastes as good as the last one's going to taste. I promise you. I got a brand new bottle. It's amazing when you go by the liquor store how they always have more.
You know what? That is amazing. Like, what's up with that? Okay, so pharmaceuticals, they run out of pills, but the liquor store never runs out of liquor.
Never runs out of liquor. Didn't even when we had COVID and you were having to drive up and get it. You know, and there was nothing to do but sit around the house all day. They never run out, but then I can't get my high blood pressure medicine sometimes.
I know, it's wild. It is so wild. It is so wild. Man, I got a question, man. What have you all been up to, man? I haven't spoken to, well, I speak to T-Money all the time, but I haven't spoke to you all in a week.
Well, we were busy this weekend. You know, we had a Pride Week down here in Oxford.
How did Tina the Tuck win? Did Tina the Tuck win?
I don't think he can do it anymore because he won so many times. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like old Skinny. You know, I mean, he won once and then let the whole city down. You know, I mean, but Tina the Tuck, he just win every time. You know, that guy gets waxed right.
So Tina the Tuck's more like now she's more, or he is more of a ambassador of this.
I guess
right?
so. I guess so. I don't know the drag show thing. I've never been, and I really would be afraid to go. But
I know because you would probably end up leaving home with one.
Well, once you get started on that old character at noon, and you're up there at 7 at night looking through the bottom of that whiskey glass, you know, you may not be able to tell that Adam's apple over there on the other side of the room.
It just blends in. It just blends. The Adam's apple just disappears.
I always said, Johnny, they used to those. Well, I mean, it doesn't happen at the half shell if Mikey's pouring, of course. But they ought to put in the bottom of each whiskey glass, you know, object, when you're looking through the bottom of it after that drink's finished, objects may appear better looking than they are, you know, because everybody's done that old want to chew your arm off the next day or try to
go
slide
at home at 10, go home at 2 in the morning with a 10, wake up at 10 in the morning with a 2, and you want to gnaw your arm off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know that day.
You know what we call that? We call that Brasky fine.
No, that's some of Big Slender and old Big Money. That's what that is, you know.
Mm-hmm. Not this money.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Little Money. Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Little Money's 13. Little Money turned 13 yesterday.
Beautiful.
We had us a big time. Hey, I almost forgot about y'all's race last week. Forever Young just lost by a nose, and Mystic Dan won by a nose. Wasn't that y'all's 2 horses?
Yep, I had Mystic Dan won and to win the race, so I did very, very well. The only thing that was upsetting is I did an exacta with Mystic Dan, Forever Young, and then Fierceness was the third horse. And sadly, Fierceness was terrible.
Well,
what was it, Sierra Leone that got the damn third?
Sierra Leone got second.
Or second. Oh, I'd have missed it.
Oh, is that what it was?
I couldn't tell which horse finished first. If you looked at that, that was the dadgum. That's the closest race I think there's ever been.
Yes. And the weird thing is, did you see the NASCAR? Not that you probably did, but like I heard that they had a finish that was even closer.
Really?
Johnny, I really can't watch NASCAR. You know, it's almost like watching wrestling. You know, you got 150,000 people sitting there hoping for somebody to wreck.
True.
I just don't get it. And then how do you know who's leading?
It's a great point, man. Like that's the only thing where you're just hoping for destruction.
Right. And then when it's Dale Earnhardt, everybody cries. You know, I mean, when he died, you know, I mean, that's I've never understood that sport. And I don't know how they keep up with how you pit stop, how you do this, you know. And if you ever go to one, I went one time to Talladega and was in the infield for 2 days. My head throbbed. It was so loud for 2 days, and I swore I'd never go back. That was my only race car experience. Now, we stayed drunk. We were pretty well drunk stoned for 2 days.
The parties, I've seen some of the parties. Like they've shown,
it's brutal.
Yeah, like it's definitely, you can't be weak. You better be 100%. Like you should probably, if you go to a NASCAR event and you celebrate for 2 days, you probably should have seen at least Bill W. or Dr. Bob in your life. And if you don't know who that is, that's a reference to AA. They wrote the book.
And you better get you some penicillin on the way home too. That party is hard out there, brother. I'm telling you.
Woo!
It's like something you've never seen.
Money, by the way, Money Brasky, how am I going to make up my losses? Because I got to figure out how to get my betting machine on my new phone, and I've been devastated. I need some winners.
I mean, you can't even make a bet. Are you still down and out?
Yeah, this morning I tried to, just to make sure I wasn't crazy, I tried to bet on some Japanese basketball this morning, and it wouldn't even let me do that.
Oh,
it was
man.
under un-64, and guess what? I would have won. They only scored 154 points, 52 points. So it was another win that I would have had.
So you've got this imaginary win streak going right now.
It is not imaginary, damn it. It would have
Well,
been real.
I mean, you baby on it. You ain't won. I mean, you can't make. I mean, you called the bet. This is like, what do they call it? Like paper stocks or something, where you don't really put your money into it, but you see how you would do. What's that called?
I have no idea, and I don't even give a damn. Give me a winner.
All right, Johnny, I got a couple plays for you, Johnny. We're gonna get your money back. I don't know if it's $10,000 worth, because you know why, Johnny? Because I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, I like the over tonight, Johnny, in the basketball game. I like in the Nuggets and the T-Wolves over 204.5. I know T-Wolves are up 2-0. The Nuggets need to battle back a little bit, so I just can't see this thing going under a defensive struggle or anything like that. 204.5. I think this is kind of an easy bet. Over 204.5 with the Nuggets and the T-Wolves. I think they fill it up.
I kind of like that, man. You can't hold the Nuggets under 80 points again. I mean, to 80 points again.
Exactly. I just don't see that happening. I think the Nuggets are going to write. They're too good of a basketball team to be down 2-0. Although we got our guy Mike Conley up there. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing the conductor get one. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, I would too. I mean, I like the Timberwolves because of Ant-Man, Mike Conley, Kyle Anderson. Because, you know, I can't stand Rudy Gobert or Big Cat, but I like them enough to where I'm rooting for them.
And don't you think Conley will be up there with the other three that are going up there in the Raptors?
By the way, shout out Tony Allen.
Yeah, shout out. That's what I'm getting at. Tony Allen. They're putting him in the Raptors. That's our guy, man, the minister of defense or whatever they call. What do they call him? He's the grind father. That's what they call him.
Yeah, the Reggie White was the minister of defense.
You're right, but he was in Memphis too.
Yeah, we will never ever confuse Tony Allen for a minister.
I like when he's on that bike with the wife beater on out in front of the tire shop.
Out there with Payne's Barbecue in the background.
I mean, I just think that's the most iconic Memphis pitcher of all time.
I do,
in
too.
my opinion.
I'm right there with you.
When Alabama comes to the Liberty Bowl this year, we'll get a picture of that out in a program for them on Do's and Don'ts. We'll have that as the cover when Alabama comes to the Liberty Bowl this year.
Do go to Graceland. Don't stay out near Graceland.
Correct. We're going to get that together. But I got another bet. I'm going to go over to the baseball diamond. It's kind of baseball season, Johnny. I mean, basketball is still going on, but baseball's starting to warm up. And, you know, these Puerto Rican-type players, these players down from warm areas, the Caribbean.
The Dominican.
They don't like,
man,
they don't like, I hope y'all know this, they don't like April. They don't like April in Chicago, and they don't like April in New York, but they love May and June. It's like when it's warmer, these Dominican-type players, they start heating up a little bit. And one of my favorite is Jose Ramirez for the Indians, and he is absolutely raking right now. And he's got the Indians in first place at 24-14, and they're playing the lowly White Sox, the 10-28 club. They're about as bad can be. But I don't like the pitching tonight because both these pitchers, they just got a big ERA, so I like the over 7 runs. I'm on the over train tonight, over in the basketball game, over in this baseball game, the White Sox versus Cleveland Indians, over 7 runs, and then we'll get on the basketball game, the Nuggets and the Wolves, over the 204.5, Johnny. Those are T-Money's plays, baby.
I like that because Crochet and Carrasco are terrible. I agree with you.
Terrible.
Bad pitching. Bad pitching. Bad pitching. I like those overs. All right, Uncle Brasky.
Let me tell you what we
hold on, before I get into anything. Hold on. I got to ask you one other thing. Bro.
Yes, sir.
Have you been hanging out with Chad Kelly?
No, I haven't, but I heard he got, I don't know what the boy did. He may have got handsy-feely with a masseuse or maybe the trainer. I don't know.
I heard he went Robert Kraft happy ending style.
Well, I guess so. What did he do, Monty?
I think what I read is he proposed her. He asked her out nicely. He said, this is his side. He, like a gentleman, he asked her out, and she denied his advancement. So when they were at the cafeteria and around her bosses and that, he'd be like, look at that such and such over there. She's going, blah, 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 and telling everybody that he was doing things with her and he wasn't. So she confronted him and said, hey, man, quit talking like that about me. And he said, what you going to do about it, you S word, W word?
And a B word, too.
HB and a B.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he got dogging her out like that. Every name you could call a woman.
And they fired her, too, because he went off so bad.
Then they did not renew her contract. That's different.
Oh,
they
yeah,
did not
you're right.
renew
You're
her
right. They didn't renew her contract.
They did not renew her contract, but when she got to suing and got the lawyers involved, they come to light. Chad Kelly was not being a very nice man. In my opinion, I got daughters. I'd slap it.
I'd have slapped the stew out of him too, man. But Chad Kelly, man, that's just him. He's got more screws loose than Uncle Brasky.
Yeah, but he throws the ball good and he can play. There's a lot you can put up with when you can play. It's better than having some old sad player that's acting a fool. Just send him on to prison, But somebody like him, we need to keep him around if man can throw.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You can't do that stuff when you're sad. Look at Big Slender. Big Chief. He didn't make it a semester under Bill Parcells. That's what happens when you're sad, and you act up.
That's true.
So just remember that.
That is a good one.
Matter of fact, I think Big Chief ought to go try out for the Memphis Tugboats. They could make that team. They're so bad.
Yeah, they got beat up by your Birmingham Barons.
Stallions.
Stallions.
Not the Barons, the Stallions.
That's right. I was thinking of the baseball team.
Right.
Hey, I'm close. They're minor leagues.
Well, I'm going to give you some good plays this week again. First of all, my boy Bryce, his Cincinnati Reds, BB's Reds, are 1 for 9 lately. They've won one game out of their last 10, and they go to San Francisco tonight, facing a left-handed pitcher, Ladola. So I take San Francisco Giants tonight. Minus 148.
All right, we're going with the Giants.
And the nickel play this week, it's going to happen at 7:30 tonight in Oxford. Texas A&M here's for baseball. They're going to have batting practice.
Against
Take A&M minus 1.5.
Yeah,
Do not sit in the outfield. You may get pelted with balls. So definitely don't get out there. Our Friday night pitching's been so awful. The only game that scares me, I would bet A&M every game except for Saturday. For some reason, our Saturday pitching's a little better. But, if the line's right, take A&M.
All right.
We have not lost on this. We lost 1 week on this. We're going back with a dime bag play. We're taking the Birmingham Stallions minus 4.5 over the St. Louis Battlehawks. If you haven't been watching this UFL, the Birmingham Stallions are the real deal. They are tough.
They're the Kansas City Chiefs of the USFL.
UFL, that's right. And
they're giving away money. Giving away that money.
That's right. They have covered 5 times. They've lost once.
Well, let's keep riding that horse, brother.
Let's keep riding it. Why wouldn't you?
All right. Now, one other important question because I have to go. T-Money, Brasky, you're in Oxford. Sorry, I won't be able to see you. But any chance you're going to be drinking at 1 o'clock today, Money?
Not at 1 o'clock today, but I'll see if you're still there.
All right.
A couple hours after.
I'll see you a little bit later. Gentlemen, y'all have a great weekend.
Let's do it. Remember, Johnny.
Have a great weekend, Johnny.
A dangerous man.
I love those fools. Don't touch it out, people. Closing out on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Hey everybody, is your family road trip ready for summer? All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch is ready with your Silverado, Tahoe, or Suburban. And get up to 30 miles per gallon with your new All-Star Chevy Equinox or Trailblazer. Financing down to 1.9 and no payments for a full 90 days of summer. All-Star Chevy has a great deal on new 24 Blazer EVs. Get charged up for this 36-month lease on a Blazer EV at just $369 a month. Only $2,500 down and the usual tax, title, and license. For details, ask any sales consultant. And I'm looking at a ton of Silverados out here in Olive Branch. Discounts up to $10,500 and 1.9 financing. College students and grads, military, teachers, healthcare. You get an extra $500 bonus. You want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. All the Jeeps and trucks and even your Corvette. And as we celebrate Memorial Day, our friends at All-Star Chevy asked me to remind everyone to remember all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice serving our country. Together, let's drive to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it, the price of everything is going up. And if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home. With Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home. With Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
The 36th annual John Bull Bramlett Memorial Golf Classic is Tuesday, May 28th. This summer, Great Memphis Fellowship of Christian Athletes, or FCA, will have over 1,000 student athletes and coaches participating in camps. The funds raised from this golf tournament help send athletes to camp where they learn more about their sport as well as learning leadership skills while hearing the gospel of Jesus. For registration and sponsorship information, please visit memphisfca.org or email memphisfca@fca.org.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Friday, and guess what? I usually only work Monday through Friday, but tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of work. And that's because I am here to save y'all money. It's Kubota Days at First Choice Farm and Lawn. It's out at 12701 Highway 64. I'm going to be out there giving away, East Coast Wings and Grill. Got a bunch of gift cards. I got gift cards to the Crazy Coop. I got gift cards to the Owner's Box. I got food from Coletta's. But the most important thing is I got 0% financing on all Kubota equipment. Tractors, mowers, backhoes, excavators, you name it, they got it. Not only am I giving you 0% financing, and it's tomorrow only, but they're mowers. They have some really good ones. You can get the F-Series mower, $250 off only tomorrow. Their standard LX, $400 off. The Grand, $500 off. So not only are you getting 0% financing, but you're saving a ton of money. Head on out there. I'll be there from 11 to 1 tomorrow. Go get those savings. First Choice Farm and Lawn, 12701 Highway 64. For Brian Dacus, I'm John Harden. Get out there. Make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
It's Kubota Days at First Choice Farm and Lawn, and you're saving big. Hi, I'm Johnny